Things I like about watching any of these retro games is that one moment it's like, well, what the heck does that card even do? So I gotta read Grant Padley and catch up on that champion block 4.
Yeah, absolutely. For anybody people tabbed out, it's just form, discard a card, reveal the top 3, add one of those to your hand, and then commit. You get speed and damage equal to half its printed damage rounded up. So the heavier cost difficulty that you play of a card, the more stats that you get, and you get a little bit of a hand fixing by discarding a bad card and then getting your pick of the litter of the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like right now we are resolving a multiple Westwind combo.
Yep.
Seems good.
Here comes the Superior on a 6.
Ooh, check the 3.
Like, easily passed it. Got marking some ready ups. Okay.
And Superior Technique. Back in the old days, that was a staple on those symbols, especially if you were playing any sort of weapons at all.
Pretty good card, huh?
I think it got banned for a minute.
It got banned during the Red Horizon revival.
I was going to call it a Red Horizon run back.
The run back, the revival. All right, so we got 2 progressive difficulty here from the multiples. He just drew 2 cards. Let's see what he can, if he has any more plays here. If I build out a little bit, he's at 1, 2, 3, 4. He is at 10 foundations. So
it's too bad Retro doesn't have the no deadlock thing, so that we can play as many foundations as we want.
Right? You want that?
I mean, have you seen me play UFS, Tam? If I could have, foundations for me are like a security blanket. The more foundations I have, the more secure I am. And I'm a big guy, so I need a really big blanket.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Nah, I love deadlock. I think it's one of the I think it's such a good keyword. I think we should have it the opposite way too.
Where if you have less than 10?
Yeah, if you've got 6 or less, like make all of that mechanic, make it its own keyword.
Oh, like the Raiden thing they did with 6 or less, good things happen?
Right.
Yeah, like Raiden, Keelik, and Raphael all have those type of things going on.
But as opposed to having them be kill you faster mechanics, I think they should be like slow the game down mechanics. I don't get turn 2 mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So that once you're at 11 foundations, my opponent's allowed to kill you, and then while I'm at 6 or less, you're just not allowed to kill me.
All right, so it looks like Sam's decided I like my 4 cards. I don't want to build myself overbuild here. And Colby is passing the turn back to Colby playing Iori, and I think Colby is playing the same deck here. Let me take a look at the list.
That's amazing.
Yes, he is. But he's got
a result from a table where Brandon won, and they were both Brandon, and Tim had to yell at them, and it was awesome.
So
they actually say like Brandon, what you're Brandon won table 7. Don't worry. All right, so Tim Keith has won officially 2-0. So he's going to be heading into top cuts with Kodokan.
Tim Keith loves Kodokan. I'm really glad that he was able to get in with that.
Yeah, we watched him on stream earlier. He had to fight for that draw. He had.
So in this match here, Iori's at 8. I feel like that does put some limitations on what plays are available to him on this turn, right?
Yes, very much so. So, Sean, if we get to see some stuff happen here, you're going to see some really crazy stuff that this Iori can do. This is a Tech Sphere deck.
Oh, I hate Tech Sphere. I can't wait for that card to rotate.
But it's not like an abusive Tech Sphere. It's just a way to use Yatagaratsu multiple times.
Okay.
So
I'll happy to see Deicide. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been ingesting a huge collection over the last week and a half.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to see all these old cards again. So I'm really excited to actually see them get played this weekend.
You keep finding more old cards as you go through it.
I'm
I
not
found
sure we're
two
gonna see
pretty
any
guys
Iori
there.
plays this turn.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's just kind of like he didn't decide to high seize this.
He did. He did high seize it.
Oh, okay.
There's a high seize removed from play right now.
Okay.
But we've got another high seize and swordfish too that's on board.
Mhm.
And so like we are playing this Fuma Seal, and it's either just gonna get swordfished or it's gonna get high seized. We also have tank on board, and so like after we
Tried to speed bonus it or remove it from the
course.
game. Stop the removal from the game.
right, it's like there's so much that can happen.
Another high
Oh.
seize
No enhanced
Into-
step here.
into a Muay Thai block. That's solid. Yeah, we're not. He's not giving Colby a chance. Like he's playing the air. This is the air wall plan where we're gonna hold our ground.
Well, if you're playing against Iori too, and I don't know if things have changed since back when he was legal when I played. If you've got defense to stop him from doing his thing, you just do that.
Yeah.
And you live to fight another day. That seems to be the secret with Iori,
Mhm.
because he's incredibly dangerous in desperation.
And he does all the work for you.
I'll let you cut yourself, and then I will try to get in to kill you.
Yeah. It's way easier to kill somebody from 7 than it is from 27 or 28 or whatever.
Mhm. All right, let's. Yeah, he's making because he hasn't been able to activate the Iori ability on either of these two attacks. It really is making things interesting. Like he gains no momentum off of either card. Here comes another DS out on 6. Checks 5, 6. Interesting.
I love
Now
the
you
sequencing
have-
here, because of the fact of if we do swordfish this deicide, it will actually have just done its job.
Yeah. I think the play here is to. So if he Iori's this. Yeah, he's running up to Tijuana. That's a good play there. There's a decision here of blocking this and not letting him gain momentum.
I think that's
Because
a totally
Iori-
valid play.
Iori has no momentum right now, which means his Yatagarasus are toothless.
Yeah, he does have 2 living with determination. They could just be added at any time. Because, Andrew Alexa likes finding ways of gaining momentum out of nowhere. So
Oh, they are playable while committed. I forgot that.
Yeah, I think you block it just honestly just to keep the card pool clogged. And so if they do play the Yata, it is on a what? It's on a 6 because we're at desperation. So if we check a 3, we have to commit a bunch of cards and have not had a chance to draw any fresh ones. We got a Dust in the Wind to make it a 3-speed attack, and then we'll be able to tank the next one. And not to mention, we also have Girl. So
Yeah. He's just going to block this. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6.
interesting. We're not choosing to use Ageless, but it might just be to stop a Tagoro Brothers play from happening. Use the Wander Pirate, grab the Dust in the
Oh,
Wind.
he readied up the Dust in the Wind.
What a good play.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the knowing that you had to deal with the Yatagarasu next.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Yata's
have
not
to-
going to get him that far, though. Like, Grant's at 27. This is a desperation play. He has made him expel so many resources for this, and it's not going to do a lot.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any momentum.
Yeah.
And so this is
Momentum's
just a 6
easy
damage
enough.
attack.
Well, you can get 2
Oh, yeah,
momentum
he
with
can
the living
grab
with
2.
determinations.
But he's ruining his staging area to do so?
I don't know.
I mean, from here, you just swordfish it to get rid of it, right?
Yeah. You got 1. I think it's Swordfish it. Do you have another one of these?
Yeah.
Because you have all the answers still to it. Yeah, Swordfish.
All right.
So
Good.
that-
Sam's listening to the stream. That's good. That's good.
There's no collusion.
Sam, you got to tab out, man.
There's the Tech Sphere.
Do we have any cards removed?
Let
If we
me
do,
zoom
I
out.
can't see them.
I don't see any.
There's 10 cards over here off to the left next to momentum. I don't know if that's a side deck.
I think it's
That's a sideboard because there's 10 card sideboards in this event.
Okay.
So there's nothing removed from the game. Oh, he has a worthy vessel. He could flip a worthy vessel to remove something. That might be what
Yada, right?
Yeah.
With the 2 momentum, yeah.
Either that or you for the powerful attack for this one it has to be the only card in your card pool. Dang. Because if we could have fatal and had another plus 12 damage, I mean it's still not getting there, but all right. Yeah, it's not getting there.
Yeah, him interrupting all of the first attacks, like he let the flash the D aside, block the flash the violet, block the other D aside. That's gonna lock this up.
Mm-hmm. And just with so little vitality, even let's say Sam somehow bricks at the start of his next turn, which should be nearly impossible.
He still has the top 3 cards of his deck too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's almost impossible for the brick here, and 4 vitality is just not a lot to work with for Iori.
Especially with cards like Royal Poison in the deck, right?
Yep.
What did we flip? What was that card?
The face down in Colby. That's a worthy vessel.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
so he's gonna remove. He's just gonna flip and remove something.
Neat.
And Sam just readied up the Tijuana groceries again.
Going shopping.
Going shopping.
At 2 momentum. And you can't even Uma powerful it because you can't get this powerful 6.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 cards in your card pool.
Yeah, it feels close, right? Like it feels like, man, we're almost there. But then, like even this, we're gonna champion of combat, right? And then put speed to 0, put a speed to 1.
If you even want to, right? But it's also it's way over there. Like this, I feel like this tactical sphere just can't even get threatening enough that you want to do that with your champion of Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Your champion of Mai Tai.
Did I say?
You said Mai Tai, not Muay Thai. Mai Tai is a drink.
Be drinking after this for sure.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Did Sean? I think we lost Sean. Hi, Sean. Sean make a disappearance for a moment?
Yeah. Or crashed for some reason.
It's that damn app.
I think I'm back.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
You.
Okay, good. Yeah, for some reason, like the app crashed for a minute and my video was gone.
All right, so we got the pass back. Kobe pass with 2 cards in hand. Oof, this is going to be...
Colby does not have a ton of resources in his stage either.
Yeah, his character's tapped. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey.
Casa. Here's Casa.
Really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you just take and play this and then play the Royal Poison we have right afterwards, and it's got EX3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
even if we could block this 7 high attack.
Yeah,
yeah. We're packing it up.
All right.
All right, so I think we're going to game 3. That is my assumption. We don't know. We're assuming.
It'll be a grand adventure.
It's either 1 or 3. Or game 2 or 3.
Here 2 or 3. We know that much.
Now, what's tricky here is if we're going to game 3, Grant has to break serve with Iori.
What do you mean by that?
So, Iori's going to go first in this game. And, I mean, unless things have changed, Iori going first is really, really good for Iori.
Yes, agreed.
Okay,
so,
I see what you mean.
Yeah, so they got to... Yeah. I mean, as we usually use break serve if you're going second game 1, but... having to survive an Iori onslaught is tough, especially when Iori goes first.
So this right now is a tough. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good match because the good final match here. It's good. They have 12 minutes, so they both got to kind of watch their pacing here, and we're gonna see what happens.
I think the important thing here is like Grant has the defensive abilities. I think we have a mulligan condition to go find high seas adventure, right?
Yeah.
Like we've got high seas, we've got swordfish. Like we have to see those cards. Even if we have a great build hand, I would put it back and go find a high seas. Let him have his first attack, flash his second one so that he doesn't get to Iori, and now on.
Wait, what? Still? Wait, you're up first, buddy. I'm like, stay out a little fast, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, he was just listening to the stream. Sam Tate's
He's like, they said I gotta play a swordfish. Here it is.
And
it is.
Ooh, a 4 build. A 4 build with a true identity.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That's
all
okay.
right.
I mean, we've got the swordfish though.
Yeah. We're gonna discard Tijuana. We're gonna look at 3 with Grant. Which one's
Balance
the
Fighter's
most
insane? Balance Fighter's insane, but it's
Take
off-symboled.
Oof.
Yeah.
So I guess Wandering is the right call then, right? Yeah, you grab Wandering so that it itself is 3 foundations.
Mhm.
Of our answers, Swordfish is certainly the weakest. I'd much rather flash the attack than give you an extra momentum for your Yada to work. Find an answer in Ageless to the Tagore brothers during the Swordfish. And then Champ is just as good as Balance Fighter in most situations.
All right, so you got a 3 build with a swordfish. That's all right. Cool.
Okay.
Cycles.
I do like the getting rid of the Tijuana groceries there, though, because groceries is good, but you would have to go 3, 4, 4, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
All right, so we're activating True Identity. That's
That seems good.
yeah.
Plays Fatality. Look, I'm right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's Fatality with extra steps. Pays his 3. It's a 9 mid for 0 that if it's not blocked, bad stuff happens. I like how True Identity is +1 to your checks for the rest of the turn. It's basically just insurance.
So here's the situation I'm going to play now. They're on game 3. Sam's at 12 points. Kobe's at 10. So Kobe is playing to win.
Chance.
Sam is playing in the I just need to not die situation.
Because 13 points makes it, right?
13 points is a lock, but they both cannot get to 13. So Kobe has to win to get to 13. Sam can draw or win.
It is time for Kobe to get mad and go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
So how does end of round procedures work in these online events?
It's the same thing as always. Whoever went second gets final turn or gets the last turn.
Gotcha. We got 5 minutes left in the round.
Looks like we had a swordfish be possibly played. Now, Grant does have access to Nouveau Soleil, although it won't be able to be used on this attack because it will be removed from the game.
Tim Friedley reports we actually have 7.5 minutes left in the round.
7.5. Thank you.
Neat.
That does change the landscape a little bit.
Yeah, this is kind of the difference between the two Ioris that we were seeing. Kobe is for sure using his the enhances on the rest of his staging area before opting to negate the attack and do the burn. And Kobe's going for the throat, cycling his entire deck. I mean, we are halfway through the game and we're at 38 foundations or 38 cards left in deck.
Yeah.
Soon to be 36. We're just running.
I'm wondering. I find it interesting. I feel like I would have used the deliverances a little earlier in the turn just to have more options in my hand at the start.
Okay.
So I don't think like anything bad can happen if you use a deliverance on the Dia side.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. But it also might be like if I checked poor on the second card and I need to actually call it quits. Deliverance is a very good card to just hold and be like,
That's
hey,
true.
that attack did 4, that attack did 4, especially with things like Royal Poison inside the deck and MC3 Plasma Cannon. I mean, check a 2 -5 damage seems okay. Like there's a reason is absurd strength, right? That card said -5.
No, Surge Strength was plus X. Surge Strength was a 1.
Usually it was at least +5.
It was plus X damage. X equals your opponent's hand size.
I think you might be thinking drawing a comparison to Rejection.
I
Which
know
that card was
people
nutty.
compared Gateway Shuffle to Absurd Strength, but it must have been the plus as opposed to the minus.
Yeah. Oh man, the good old days, right, Jesse?
Oh yeah. Oof. They were some good old days.
Back when you ran 56 Foundation decks.
Yuck.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yuck. Gross.
It was like playing chess.
I'm over here trying to blindfold Meteor Loop somebody. I don't got time for 56 foundations. Yuck.
Yeah, but all 56 of those foundations say you don't lose.
Well, me and the blindfold boys are over here trying to win on turn 2, so
yeah, your Scarlet Meteor is tough to play though when I have Blood Runs True and Akuma at my stage and it's getting -10 to the check. It's not happening.
All right, so he's eating the Life Force thread here. He's giving Kobe some momentum. So
it might be that Sam just doesn't have an answer.
Yeah. This will suck. Come on.
Or he knows that he shouldn't be blocking a throw, and he should be blocking something. He should be blocking a non-throw, so that Iori, because Iori hasn't triggered his ability to remove and burn yet. So blocking something that does damage is a throw. Like we could have a low block in hand. There's no reason to block here because we have to block that fatal for sure.
Or there could be a critical timing error here because if Sam thinks there's only a minute left in the round and the turn's about to get passed to him, then he could safely pass and have a draw.
He's trying to not die. Sam is trying to. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
So it commits 2 here. All right. So Sam's just trying not to die here. That's the current situation. I
think that's the objective is to get the turn back to you, have time called on your turn.
Yeah.
Take your draw and get the heck out of here.
Yeah. There's the speed for Iori. Now we're discarding and drawing. There's nothing. He has a Yada. There's a Yada removed from the game.
We're removing the fatal so that we can add this to our momentum. And then draw another card.
No. Why are there 2 deliverances and a Yatagarasu sitting off the table?
Because they're all removed from the game.
We're still on the
twice.
same turn.
Oh my god, we're still on the same turn. Jesus.
He enhanced twice with deliverance this turn.
All right, so we're removing the Fatal Violet so we can get a copy. We can make a copy of it.
Are we playing Rekimaru and Mekimaru in this deck? It seems kind of cool.
Yeah, I think he has 1. Colby. Oh yeah, he's playing one Rekumeki. Yep.
Even just commit. I mean, this is what plus. Yeah, he's had 6 cards leave the card pool.
Yeah.
He's counting on the red die. So I mean, that seems neat.
Well, the deliverances don't count because they never touch the card pool because they're E removes. All right, so
now this is
what we're seeing.
Powerful 6, right?
Yeah. So what we're seeing is my hope is Sam has a low block. He's gonna champ a Muay Thai this.
He needs a mid
block.
Oh, sorry,
this is the technical.
Sorry. So he needs to 0 this. He has to put this to 0 and block it. That's what he needs right now.
It's dressed up like Violet. It is not Violet.
Yeah.
It is Violet
Whoa.
cosplay.
What's going on?
He didn't pump it, so he's just removing the tech spear, doing another 3. So he's putting him to 4.
If we have a throw here, we win.
Yeah. Oh,
it's the 7th card.
Oh,
I'm so this is so smart. This is why he's counting how many cards he's played.
Okay.
Prism Storm of Torment coming in hot.
Yeah.
7th card he's played this turn, so it's no check necessary.
Yeah, they're actually doing the math of that. Yep.
Wow, that is so smart. So smart.
Because it was what? Deicide, Yatagarasu, Deliverance, Technical Sphere, missing one.
Oh, that's the fatal error right there. He just fatal errored that. So if this does this, I'm assuming Colby has something to answer the champion Muay Thai. Does he?
Revoke, maybe?
Yeah, I'm assuming he has a revoke. He has so many cards in hand. Yeah,
5 cards in hand.
Oh, he's a Tagoro, bro. Oh, but he's going to cancel the Tagoros with the Ageless and Wise.
Cancel. Do you have a revoke or another one?
Yeah, you need another Tagoros or another.
Huh.
He doesn't have it. He's moved the dice over for -6 speed. So, feel like as long
Sam
as
has a high block.
Sam has a high block, we should be good to go.
He's got
that's a mid.
It's a mid. Oh, that was. I was like, what's going on?
He had his own. He had his own. He was ready for the actual fatal. Wow.
Oh. That was.
I gotta admit, that was a very exciting end to that match.
Yeah.
And that's why we watch UFS on stream.
Absolutely. Well,
Great
congratulations to Colby for winning.
Yep. That puts him in top cuts. Time has just been called.
Points.
We're 6 minutes over on